Today on Missing Number, the most mysterious, controversial GTA character that was cut from the game, and it came from eBay. Missing Number starts now. When the Xbox 360 store shut down, it was a sad reminder that nothing lasts forever. During the final days, I bought a bunch of games that were on sale. This then spurred me to hunt down Xbox games that I missed out on for all these years. One of those games was Time Shift, a first-person shooter where you manipulate time. It got mixed to average reviews, but I was always curious to play it, so I bought a copy on eBay, which was cheaper than the digital version, and when the game arrived, it came in this white box. When I opened it, this is what I got. This was literally the worst packaging I've ever seen. It was like Ted Bundy wrapped this thing, and it was pretty much impossible to unwrap it without using scissors. What's more, there was no air pillow inside the box, so the game was free to slide and bump around inside. I'm sure the carrier was extra careful when handling my package, and not tossing it around like the millions of other packages that they receive per day. Despite the horrendous packaging, however, the disc was thankfully in good condition. All those layers of plastic wrap did at least provide some level of cushioning, I guess. Still, this was pretty over the top, and it actually inspired me to create a subreddit dedicated to all the weird stuff on eBay. I also made a new YouTube channel where I recommend good games to get. In my first video, I recommend an obscure horror mystery first-person shooter that was published by Bethesda. The link to the channel is in the video description and comments below. If you like this video so far, be sure to subscribe, like, and click the bell icon for notifications. If you have any gaming myths, mysteries, oddities, or Easter eggs, be sure to let me know. Now back to the show. One of the most mysterious and controversial characters in GTA 3 was cut before the game's release, and it was allegedly due to 9/11. The character was a 5'2" homeless man that had a gray beard, brown coat, and a white head wrap. According to various sources such as game preview articles, a Rockstar Games Q&A, and a GTA 3 design document obtained by a YouTuber, the character in question was named Darkel. He was a smelly, filthy tramp who hated how society ruined his life and wanted to see the economy destroyed. He was said to be blind, but may have faked his blindness to give him an edge. Darkel lived under the Callahan Bridge and possibly hung around the Hardwood Tunnel where 4 other hobos resided. Darkel couldn't die in the game and lurked in the shadows of Liberty City. His presence would be known to the player if they heard him tapping his cane, or if pedestrians could be seen holding their noses when walking past him. There were 5 missions that Darkel would give to the player that allegedly involved acts of terrorism. Some included making a school bus full of children explode, blowing up pedestrians by luring them to an ice cream van that's rigged with explosives, and crashing the Dodo plane into the Love Media building, which would have killed Donald Love, who is a parody of Donald Trump. GTA 3 took place in Liberty City, which is based on New York City, and due to the events of 9/11, GTA 3 was delayed so changes could be made to the game. It was released just 41 days later, and players speculated that Darkel was hastily removed since his terrorist missions were too insensitive following 9/11. Lending credence to this were GTA 3 preview articles written by outlets like IGN and PSE2 that reported that the aforementioned ice cream mission was in an early version of the game. In the final version, however, it was changed so that a character named Elburo gave you the mission, and instead of blowing up innocent pedestrians, you blew up gang members. After completing a mission, Darkel would give players unique rewards, like special weapons, and access to certain areas of Liberty City. He would also give you a flattened cat, or a jar filled with a sticky substance. Darkel was supposed to be a replacement for the Rampage missions in GTA 3. Rampages are challenges in GTA 3 that usually require you to do things like kill 20 Mafia members in 120 seconds. They're activated by collecting a pickup item, but in a pre-release version of the game, they were replaced with Darkel's missions, which were given to you by Darkel over the phone. One mission had you kill 20 pedestrians in 5 minutes, but in the retail version of the game, no mission has you murdering innocent civilians. In GTA 3's files, Darkel's character model can be found. It was also found on GTA 3's now defunct Flash website, which showed pictures of a different Darkel model alongside the aforementioned tunnel hobos. According to a YouTuber named Vadim M, Darkel's model is unique since it uses 3 separate textures, one for the face, coat, and head wrap, as opposed to one giant texture that's applied to other NPCs. The game's code also refers to Darkel, and Darkel's code is even in Vice City and San Andreas. In Liberty City Stories, which is a prequel to GTA 3 that came out in 2005, a tramp holding a Molotov cocktail can be seen in Donald Love's house.
The area.
Great, Don. All I gotta do is dodge 100
This could be a reference to Darkel, who is said to be the leader of this hobo gang, who wielded Molotov cocktails. That would explain why they just awkwardly stand around, doing nothing. Another strange thing is that the now deceased voice actor for Darkel is listed in GTA 3's endgame credits, even though Darkel isn't in the final game. The person who voiced Darkel was Bill Fiore, who was in George A. Romero's TV horror show called Tales from the Dark Side. Fiore's representatives told PC Gamer at the time that they believed that Fiore was given little explanation as to why Darkel was removed from GTA 3. For years, the legend of Darkel intrigued players, and on December 15, 2011, Rockstar finally pulled back the curtain and explained just who the mysterious character was. In celebration of GTA 3's 10th year anniversary, Rockstar did a Q&A with its fans, and questions about Darkel arose. Rockstar said that Darkel was, quote, a crazy bum who gave you some crazy missions. There were 5 missions to be exact, but they all slowly got cut out. They were removed a few months before release, long before 9/11, since they just weren't good, and tonally felt, quote, a little odd. Rockstar added that none of the missions involved blowing up kids in a bus. While yellow school buses were planned for the game, they were eventually scrapped, and remnants of them can be found in the final version of GTA 3. When answering another question, Rockstar explained that one mission in the game was removed since it referenced terrorists, though it's unclear if it was one of Darkel's missions. Rockstar also clarified that the Dodo was never meant to be flown, even before 9/11, and that the alleged mission where you fly a plane into the Love Media building was, quote, nonsense. A GTA 3D mod team was able to confirm this, as the game's original files that contain the semi-wingless Dodo model was dated 2000, a year before 9/11. In Dead Space 2, there's a creepy scene where you walk into a child's bedroom and hallucinate that your former love interest is there.
I'm afraid, Isaac. I don't want to die. But it's the only way out.
I'm not Nicole. Nicole's dead. You're not really here.
When the cutscene's over, the horror music dies down, but when a viewer named Viz went idle in this room for 8 minutes, creepy voices and a thumping sound started playing. The ambient music is apparently the same one that's heard in the elevator section of Chapter 11. When Viz left this room, the sound stopped. Viz said that they were playing on the Zealot difficulty setting in New Game on the PC. It's possible the eerie sound occurrence happens elsewhere in the game, or anytime you're idle, or maybe it only happens in this room. Thanks to Viz for this submission. Around the world, players have encountered strange and unexpected things in their games. Here are some of those encounters.
子供たちをお願いします。こっちだ。
Okay, let me go here. Oh, God! Wow!